Hi, everybody.
Okay.
Hi guys.
Hi,
The stream
all.
brought to you by the Mad Cartographer and not Harrison.
Well,
Well,
you say that because Harrison is now part of the Mad Cartographer. Well, not
He
really, but
is.
sort of. But yeah, but no.
Gainful employment at last.
Rewarding.
Yeah. I'm dying of sweat. It is not good. I'm very jealous that down south, apparently, a wave of heavy thunderstorms and torrential rain is gradually inching up the UK. If it starts to rain before this session ends, I promise to do a full Shawshank on webcam to review it.
It was already raining here this afternoon.
No, wait, you're not on my way. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
No, it wasn't. You wouldn't know.
I'll entertain the possibility that could have happened. At first, I was like, false! The road is cracking open outside my house. But you moved away.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Fuck all, couldn't care less. So who wants to remind me what... Who wants to remind us what happened last week? Someone with like a really, really chipper perspective on it all, like Halvor.
It was a session of just us getting beaten to shit and abused, basically.
I got a direwolf. It was
And
great.
blaming everybody else.
Yeah, you left your dire wolf outside, only to then get another dire wolf who can't really get around too well.
I mean, it wasn't necessarily intentional. I was gonna get a direwolf.
No,
but
no,
that's
no.
what I got. So
Of course,
that's what we
yeah.
are.
Some of it, I mean, it would have been the greatest thing ever if you had got the fucking elk. that would have been just the best.
Well, how
You would
is
have
an
just
elk?
ruined the tree.
Is an elk a large creature?
Well, yeah, don't be a dick. Mechanically, they're the same, but there's something so much funnier about a giant fucking moose stuck in this underground tunnel than like a wolf that you imagine could get down and could dog crawl forward.
I don't even know what can she even summon. Can she summon
Elf
any
is the
like?
biggest I could get.
She rolls a
Second biggest
d8.
is
Yeah,
direwolf.
everything below that is like weasels and badgers and stuff,
Badgers.
isn't it? So,
Just
yeah.
like imagine like a big porpoise just fills the tunnel. It's like.
And slowly dies.
Oh man.
I'm sad now. Well,
So
we
you're
ended with you taking a rest, didn't we? Although not
Right.
all of you got
Not
to
all of us.
rest.
No.
So a short rest has been taken by, I believe, Halvor and Cora.
Indeed.
Bartandalus just can't get his head around what's happening. And that is where we pick up. Oh, although...
The map would also be nice.
Well, the map isn't appearing where they normally appear, so we have to load it a different way.
Just want to say, with my glass of milk, I have got some lovely butter oat crumble biscuits.
Are you selling those as well now?
What a fucking game. the mad confectioner.
Oh man.
I've seen him naked. It's more than a biscuit a day, let me tell you.
You shite ark.
The mad cartographer was talking me through some of the ins and the outs of a business that I'll be joining the other day, and the mad cartographer talking through like his content and streams, like, yeah, because it's not ridiculous. I don't release a map every day or anything. It's like time was you did.
That first month.
So ambitious.
Yeah.
So rich.
Yeah.
So yeah, less
Less and less every month. Anyway,
So we are.
Well, do I have to zoom out? Okay, no, everything's still black on the map.
Oh, is it not put you onto the map again when I've activated it?
No.
How weird. Okay, delete Halvor, delete Barty, delete Cora. Add them back into the same places. Cora.
Have you selected a true black for the background? Because I can tell how big.
Always.
Because I can tell how big the map is. This is ridiculous.
No, there is a true black.
Yeah. I can tell how big. I can tell where the edges of the map are, which is
Ooh.
Yeah.
You're hard.
You're right when it starts rotating. Oh god! And then I've just seen the bits like this is a really big map. I mean, I think it's the edges. I'm presuming it is.
It's just a giant. I just put giant square assets on it to wind you up with colour fill.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to see what the edge was. I was zooming out to see whether I wasn't. I was like zoomed in the wrong spot. So I wasn't trying to
It is.
game the system.
It is blackest black.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait, no, it isn't. It's 7 away from blackest black. No, it's blackest black.
Oh, was it not?
It was like 0, 0, 2.
Yeah. Okay. Now I can't tell.
Good. Let me just rotate it a few times for Biscuit Boy.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So you decide to take solace in this little alcove in which, if I just move Cora for a moment, you had the remains of Shrael Kavanos, and Cora had found a little carved deer totem, and you tried to take a rest, during which Halvor and Cora managed to feel like they had recovered a little bit. Barty got fuck all, so I believe at the end he just he blew some cure wounds on himself.
Well, I've just noticed that I rolled it, but it didn't. I didn't actually roll the healing. So I've blown the thing. You can see that I've still not hit the healing button, so there's no value on it. So I was like, why have I still got no hit points? I'm sure I healed myself. If you look in the chat log.
Oh yeah.
Did you use it twice in rapid succession? Because it shows after the rest finished, you did it for 13. At exactly the same time.
No, then there's one after. There's one after in the thing.
Oh, a first level one you've blown, I see. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you cast it at 4th level during the rest, and then obviously afterwards you've gone, fuck it, and you've cast it again at 1st level.
Yeah.
So yes, roll your 7-day build-up for a 1st level cure wounds.
Which now doesn't seem to be working.
Just roll it again, don't consume.
Anyway, you don't need to wait for me.
So what we want to do, folks, your dire wolf has waited outside.
Did we actually discuss why this lady might still be looking relatively fresh, considering she died so long ago? So that's what Cora would like to do. She'd like to discuss that with the group. Hey guys, why do you think that this dead chick still looks so alive, considering we saw her being pummeled quite a while ago?
Does she look battered at all, or does she look invigorated? Because she was like crushed.
From a glance,
ground.
you can see that she has definitely had massive blunt force trauma.
Does it look like it's aged bruises? Like, are they yellowing, or are they like new, fresh bruises still?
I will give you, without a medicine check, that they look like they were done minutes ago.
So her injuries seem to match what we thought, that she was killed when we saw her being attacked. But it doesn't look like any time has passed since then.
Perhaps she is somehow preserved down here.
Maybe the tree was keeping her alive in some way.
And Bartander's just kind of like looks at the body and he's not feeling too good. I don't know. We could spend forever trying to think about it. We need to do what we need to do and get out of here.
It's not like you to be queasy.
Well, he didn't feel any better after his short rest.
Okay.
He's seen better days, guys. He's got 40 hit points.
Your light again is going too far. I want to add you back on Halvor, so I've just adjusted it.
What?
Bartenders, do you feel like you might benefit from having some good berries? I'm happy to cast some for you if you like.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've still got a little left in the tank to try and heal myself, but I'm also conscious that I might need to use my spells for something else.
Then I will give him some good berries.
He nods his head and holds his hand out, and it's 1 hit point per goodberry, right?
Yeah, and that makes 10.
And I just snap them down.
Oh. Oh.
Feels really heavy on his belly. I feel like I could sleep.
8 hours later, Constitution saving throw. That was South Park. Man, bathroom! Bathroom!
He's looking a little bit better as the healing properties of the goodberry kind of like seem to knot up his wounds and kind of like ease up on his bruises, but he's still just unnerved, a little twitchy. We've not inspected the body, right?
Not closely.
We didn't want to touch it, I think.
I mean, do we want to anyway? I don't think any of the druids had anything on them of value, and
I suppose it's more if we could see how she's been kept in this state.
I mean, I'm imagining there's gonna be a bunch of roots eating away at her or something. Does it, other than making sure she's definitely dead, do we want to even chance happening what happened to Halvor again?
Yes, I don't think it's wise to touch her.
I mean, I think that we could see her breathing if she was alive, so.
So, we're moving on?
I'd say so. At least now we've got a dire wolf we can keep between us and whatever's ahead.
Did we want to use a familiar as a scout, or are we just going to press forwards ourselves?
I'm happy to send Norris further forward if you'd like. At least
was
he can
already
see
out.
in the dark.
Was he not already out while we were on watch and you were going to keep checking through his eyes?
Oh, yeah.
Thought so, because we were saying about him just walking around, not flying.
Yeah, he'll be struggling very much to fly. I've added Norris back onto the map.
You can't
Well-
struggle that much when the Sturges were flying.
Yeah,
You can change the form of your familiar into a different animal.
Absolutely.
She has to
can.
cast the
What?
spell though again.
She does, yeah.
Do you? Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
I mean, it's been 3 years. Why has no one told me this before?
Cora, as you're having this discussion, you see Shrale's body's gone.
What?
What? We just looped away and it disappeared?
Mm-hmm.
It's gone. Does that mean it's some form of illusion, do you think? Has it been absorbed into the tree?
I look for, any signs of motion or disturbance, or maybe her body left some traces like blood or depression and that kind of stuff.
Oh, I'm sad now. Give me an investigation.
Exactly.
I would like to help him because we're looking at some roots as well and we're trying to have a little look what's there, so I will assist.
Expertly blagged, you may assist.
Maybe we should roll separately. Maybe Bartandalus should be the one who does it.
What do you want me to do? Investigate? Check things out?
We can help you, Bartandalus.
Well, Dame wants us to roll.
Oh,
Jesus
also,
Christ!
sorry, Barthandalus, can you use with Constitution saving throw, please?
Yeah.
Halvor, you do not manage to find anything that looks to be of interest or of note.
I'm going to look as well.
How do I feel, Dame?
You feel tired and unnerved and uncomfortable in this place, having not gained your rest.
Oh, Jesus
roll-
Christ, we are not doing well.
I'll roll my investigation. I kind of like push myself off the floor, like into bent over and having a little look around.
Oof, he's feeling rough.
Wow. That's terrible for Bartandalus.
It is. No no signs of physical disturbance or any oddities where the body was. It is just clear, empty dirt and stone.
It can't have just been an illusion. I put my hand in my pocket and try and feel the token that we found.
You found it. It's there.
Does it look any different? Does it look the same as it was?
It looks exactly the same as it did.
Look, do you want me to take another 10 minutes? Can detect magic and might be useful to have it while we're moving around anyway.
But isn't the whole tree magic?
Things get outlined if they're magic. So it wouldn't necessarily, and it might not necessarily be a magic tree.
Really?
No?
Different kind of magic.
Yeah.
I tell you what, they don't sell that at B&M Bargains, let me tell you. In the garden centre. No gunfire trees.
Ah, they're doing the Daisy Hill one. Right. I will sit back down, slumped against the floor, and take out my my spellbook, and I will start trying to cast Detect Magic as a ritual.
Okay. Is anybody doing anything else whilst he casts that? Or should I just skip to the conclusion of that spell?
I would like to touch the walls while he's doing that and see
You
whether they feel
filthy
hot
slut.
or cold. Yeah, touch him.
Wow. How torrid.
This is a family
They
show.
are not.
Mum.
Hey, when I upload these on YouTube and it says, "Is this video suitable for kids?" I'm like, hell no. So, yeah, there are the knotted, black, gnarled roots that sort of intersperse and weave through the wall, but other than them, it's just tightly packed dirt.
Do the roots feel hot, like they would if they had like hot blood running through them?
So hot.
As you touch the hot, fluid-filled wall, they feel room temperature. Yeah, they are. There is no unusual heat or chill coming from these roots. No rhythmic pulsing.
So is it generally ambient under here? Or
Yeah.
is it just like... okay.
Yeah.
Stuffy?
Yes, like today.
Okay.
Anything else whilst Bartandalis performs his ritual?
I'm just keeping as much an ear as an eye out whilst he's doing so.
And I'll spend the rest of the time looking through Norris's eyes, who's wandering around outside, just making sure everything looks okay.
Wandering around. You control him. Give me something a bit more specific than wandering. Which direction are you sending him in, and for how far?
I mean, he can't go very far. He's walking owl.
Yeah, 10 minutes. 10 minutes,
probably get
10
5
feet
foot.
per round. He can get a little. Are you wanting to go sort of patrol him the way you've already been to see if anything comes along, or are you wanting to head down the new corridor?
I mean, if Sturgis can fly, an owl could fly, but also he doesn't have dark vision, so...
Does he not? He's an owl.
Yeah, don't worry.
No.
Don't worry. I keep forgetting he doesn't have dark vision after 100 sessions.
Oh, okay. Well, I won't send him far away, then I'll keep him near. There's no point if he can't see anything.
Okay, but Dire Wolf regains 4 HP as it eats Norris.
No!
I suppose being in darkness, his keen senses would balance out, so you might get a straight roll of perception or something.
Look, you've ruined it now. You're staying with me.
Okay.
The spell completes.
Do I sense any magic in the immediate area?
The token is magic.
What kind of magic? Is it ancient Barovian magic?
It's the 9th school of magic, nondescriptus. No, it is. Oh, I always get this wrong.
Abjuration.
It would be, yeah, sure, abjuration until otherwise.
Abjuration is like warding and things like that.
Let me just check.
Protection and warding.
Let me just check. It is magic, and it is the school of divination.
Okay.
What do you think? Can it be used for anything?
Do you think that might have been keeping her alive for a while?
I don't know. I mean, I could spend more time, another 10 minutes, trying to find out what it is.
I mean, we're not going anywhere necessarily urgently.
If anything, I would rather wait here and garner every advantage we can before moving.
And Batanus kind of like gives a nod, kind of like wipes the sweat from his brow. Just feels a little bit clammier than he did before, and like rolls his sleeves up and just can still see the scratch mark from Emil on his arm. I gotta deal with this wound at some point.
You all hear a distant rushing and a bit of dust and dirt falls from the ceiling as the tunnels tremor ever so slightly.
No!
Can we feel whether it's coming from below us?
It is coming from all around you,
Oh.
and after a few moments, it subsides.
I will take out my pearl and my feather. Pass me the token. I'll take a look at it.
Okay, but I want it back.
It's fine.
Throws it at her fucking face.
And kind of like sat on the floor, legs open, knees bent, just got this token on the floor in front of me, and going through the words, it's just a bit of a slog, and Arius meum, identa meum, horacerum, eonta. And then every so often touching it with the pearl and then with the feather, trying to identify it as a ritual.
At the completion of the spell, you know that it is a magic item. You know it contains a single charge that recharges at dawn each day.
Ah!
And when activated, the user is able to speak, read, and write Druidic for 10 minutes.
So it contains that, so as in it's not been activated yet?
It's not been activated yet. That would be... I mean, I know it's a shitty campaign, but that would be... Always magic items, they are already tapped.
And so I will say, allow someone to speak, read, and write Druidic, which... Why would she have it?
To give it to someone like us, I guess.
Well, she's not here, so maybe it wasn't hers.
There's no messages anywhere, right? That we can see. They can't see any obvious inscriptions on the walls or on the floor or on the ceiling.
And written in blood.
We checked the area with investigation. Anyway,
It's tight enough that I wasn't going to make a perception check for that. No, there is no obvious... Oh, now that you're where you are, if you look back above the entrance you came through... No, there is nothing.
Okay. Should we press on in whatever direction feels right at the time?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Shall I find my map?
Yes, I've got my shitty map also, but it doesn't...
What do you mean? Oh, way up.
What?
Is that because I moved?
No, I thought that was a bit of a lighter noise. I was testing to see if that works well as like just a bit of like dirt and, you know, pebbles falling, but it's a bit of a fucking slam. So yeah, that noise didn't happen.
It looked like Cora just got sucked into a wall and then came out a different wall. Is she a doppelganger?
She didn't go through any walls. She just
I went
passed through
here,
Barty.
and then I went back.
No, I think he was on top, so it looked to me like she disappeared and reappeared on the other side. Okay, I think we should make sure to keep at least 5 feet of free space between us in case more sturges come.
Do you want me to lead so that I can see before we have to shine any light down there?
I mean, if we get stuck in a narrow cavern, I worry that you'll get stuck in front and you won't be able to get behind me.
My wolf can go in front.
Well, I was thinking that it might be better for me to go in front of the wolf.
And the wolf to go behind you?
That's quite a few people that need to suddenly move if we need to back out, but I suppose better you at the front than anyone else.
We can have the wolf at the front if you want, but if the wolf encounters any enemy, then it's not going to be able to do anything except get stuck between us.
Maybe let it keep at the rear.
Yeah, that would be a good idea to protect us from behind in case of ambush.
Okay.
After all, Bartandlus might need the protection if he's bringing up the rear.
So to keep the wolf where he is, so what, Halvor in the front?
With the sun sword and everyone can see where you're going?
Mm-hmm. Then who's
Yes.
after Halvor?
Cora,
Yeah, I suppose.
then me, then Wolf. I'm going to keep 5 feet
Yeah.
distance.
Right, I don't think we've been down this passage yet. Shall we head this way?
Yeah. And
Okay.
I have my. Ooh. Yes, I
Do
have
I
my.
have my full vision? I don't feel like I've got full vision. Or is that just because there's stuff around me?
I think it's because you're right next to the walls, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Are you, Bartandlus, do you think that it might be wise to keep some light on you?
Sure. And I will pick up a pebble and I will cast light on it.
Is his light diminished?
Yeah, I was going
It
to say,
is.
surely it's going to be much less than that.
Yeah, I will adjust it for you. So, oh, it isn't showing your emission. Oh.
His discharge?
Now it is. Now it is. Let me amend this.
So, obviously, as we cast Identify, I don't have Detect Magic up anymore because it only has 10 minutes. Just so you know.
Okay.
Okay, I will start passing forward. Like I said, try and keep 5 feet of space between each of us. I'm going to be taking it slowly.
Do some more. Do it slowly. Where's that coming from?
Behind you, Bottomless.
Behind me? Back this way.
It looks like this is a loop anyway.
Which way did it come from? This direction or back where where we've just been? The body.
Yeah.
The body.
Yeah, back near where you rested.
I heard something back from where we were.
I can see your light shining around this pillar here, so I can. This is just a small loop. Do you want to go check the body area? I could take the lead.
Sure.
I go round, and I'm gonna pass in front. What do I see?
Nothing except the edge of the Otug, first one you killed.
That's the dead one, yeah.
That's the hilariously dead one.
Does the can I get past the wolf?
Yeah, it'd been moving with you.
Do I see anything around here?
Nothing has changed in the alcove.
I can't see anything different. Cora, maybe you should get rid of Norris for now.
Okay.
After all, he just seems to be sitting in the corridor. We don't want him to die.
I bamf him away.
Okay. He is
Okay.
Bamfed.
I will continue moving south.
I don't know why Cora's gone.
I'm here.
Okay, sure.
Yes, continue getting lost.
No.
It sustains me.
Okay, there's a dead end on the left, and I'm going to continue moving further south.
On your right, surely, Halvor.
Stage left.
Does this not just loop us back round to where we fought the Sturge? Oh, there's a bit going down. Okay, cool. Oh, do you know what? I'm actually not sure where the fuck this area is now.
No, I don't think we've been this way before. But this is also a loop.
Webbing.
This is the way.
Oh,
Oh, you've been spidered.
That's coming from in front of you, Halvo.
Oh dear. There's a noise ahead. Maybe we should try and be stealthy.
So stealth is still on, isn't it?
No, we've waited for an hour.
Ah.
Let's not expend any of our precious magics and just try and approach stealthily.
are we rolling stealth? Are we going stealthy?
If you are rolling stealthy, now's the time to tell me.
I think I did appropriate description for that.
I agree.
Okay, can you want me to perception check as well, please? Okay. Halvor, you notice ahead of you, despite how low the ceiling is, it seems very, very well blended in, but you just managed to spot it. A large snake-like entity flattened up on the ceiling above you ahead.
Alive?
Dark green, what seems to be a beak at the front of it.
Oh God, does this ring any bells from the death house?
It would look like a much larger version of what rings a bell from the death house.
Grick?
What did you see in the death house?
It was a grip. It was like a big, horrible, snaky thing, and then it was very difficult to kill. Well, I guess I just keep slowly advancing.
You would get to a point where it is about, so it's on the ceiling, but like it's there. So it is about 10 foot in front of you. It is on the ceiling, unmoving.
Does it look like there is space for me to try and get past it?
You definitely could try to move beneath it.
But I bet you a direwolf couldn't.
I am going to continue trying to be stealthy, move 5 feet forwards, and then I'm going to try and stab it.
Okay.
Shall I roll?
Roll.
Does it count as not knowing I'm there? Will I have advantage on it or not?
No. Hits.
Hits Grick!
It lets out a horrible, shuddering cry as it drops on the ceiling to attack you. As it hits the floor with a bit of a thud, you do hear immediately beyond the corridor a number of other thuds. Can everyone please roll initiative?
Oh.
If this was my action, would I get to do a second attack? Or no?
That triggered its I don't know.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, you're attacking it with your attack has stopped it. Yeah. Oh, the fucking wolf. The wolf was a Berea, wasn't it? There we go.
Yeah.
Let's add him in. Roll actors. Where are we?
I'm going to get some sellotape. One moment.
Am I going mad? Where is it? Ah.
My map drawing was too big. I've now to go on to the second piece of paper.
You what was? Oh, you're mad.
Yeah.
Okay, Cora, you're up.
You know, spike growth. If we've got no floor in that area, can the spikes grow up the walls and round?
It can,
What's
it
the
just covers
description of
the
the spell
surface,
say?
I don't think it covers the floor necessarily. It could just
20-foot
cover
radius, centered on a point within range,
The
twists and sprouts hard
ground,
spikes and
the
thorns.
ground in a 20-foot radius. So it
Yeah,
isn't
but
surfaces
doesn't that just mean
fairy
like the
fire.
soiled area?
No, because if it says surfaces, it's like a distinction between fairy fire. So it is the tunnel floor. It is the ground.
Okay, well I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna move forward so I can see a little bit further ahead. I'm gonna stop there so I'm not too close to Halvor, and I'm gonna cast Spike Growth.
I like the name of this track, DM.
And then I am going to stay where I am.
Hold on, before we just shift the wolf, otherwise the wolf is going to get that bizarrely. Okay. Oh, sorry, that was you. So anything else from you? You're staying where you are, you said.
Staying where I am.
Okay. Halvor, it's you.
I'm going to attack the Grick again.
You miss the Grick. Just coils back and ducks. Pulls back beneath your attack. For your second one. Second one gets it. And it doesn't look good.
I will remain as I am.
Okay. Having been sliced and diced by you, and its wounds smouldering from the sunblade, it is going to lash out at you. The tentacles
I think it's
around
going to
its
run away.
mouth, the tentacles around its mouth flare open, showing the beak, and it's going to, first of all, whip around and try and hit you with its bladed tail. No avail, goes off the shield. Then it's going to lash out with its tentacles. Also misses. That's all it's going to do. Bartender, it's to you.
I will move 1, 2, and I can't go any further around. I can't see it, so. Oh, okay.
What's happening around me?
I can hear combat going on, but as I can't see anything, then I will cast resistance on myself, just in case. There we go. Oh, I don't know why. I don't have to roll it yet, but there you go. I've got resistance on myself.
Okay. The dire wolf, bringing up Rurea, continue. Oh, but so 5 foot away. 5 foot away. Continues to do so.
I can't see anything. Push forward slightly if you can.
Top of round, Cora, to you.
I can see it presumably from where we are.
Yeah. And you don't have disadvantage because of your style.
So I'm going to fire on him, but I don't really want to get any closer to Halvor, but I suppose otherwise Barty's not going to be able to help us, so I'm going to take a step forward.
Okay.
And then I'm going to fire on the big snake dude. I'm going to Hunter's Mark him. What had happened there?
That's
That's
the
Hunter's
effect.
Mark.
That was insane. What? Why have I hit the direwolf?
Because you had it targeted, clearly. But you say you
Ow!
didn't. But you missed the Grick.
Okay, well, I missed him, so I'm gonna fire again.
Just make sure to only target him this time.
Or we can't see the
I
direwolf.
can't undo a
It's
direwolf. I don't
behind,
know
it's
where he is.
behind us. You have to come round behind me, come back a bit, and then just
Yeah.
untag it. There
On
you go.
target him. And then I shall move him back.
Still hitting direwolf.
Is it because the direwolf has Hunter's Mark on it?
Shouldn't do.
I
Maybe
think
it
it was
has.
just because she'd already clicked the attack when she removed the target, so it shouldn't happen anymore.
It does, so I will delete it. Hits for Grick. Oh, let me just heal the direwolf back up. Yeah, it's not looking good at all.
And presumably I can't see any other Gricks behind him, hey?
You cannot.
Okay, then I'll stay where I am so the Barty can get behind me.
Okay. Halvor, it's you. You're hearing no further noise from beyond this Grick.
Will strike out again. I will, with my bonus action, use Cunning Action to take the Aim option, granting me advantage on a single attack.
Tell me how you
Nice.
kill it.
Oh, as it rears up at me with its horrible tentacles, I duck down low and slice right at its belly, and its guts come pouring out.
It is mostly belly.
Nice. I get a long slice across its long belly.
What if you run past it?
Exactly.
Okay. Anything else from you?
No, I'm gonna stay exactly there.
Okay. That Grick is dead. Bartandalis, it's you.
I move forward. Can't see anything further down.
No.
Okay, well then, as my action, I'd like to throw my stone that has light cast on it and throw it down this corridor.
It's really awkward to implement. Let's go for it.
It's what?
Really awkward to implement. Let's do
It's only,
it.
it's only drawing a
let's have
quick
look.
light.
I'm not changing. Yeah, I'll change.
This is obviously for a later date, but I found a good thing to do is create an actor for something like a torch, and you could do a similar one for a light stone.
I like it. The light goes off him. Oh, you. Yeah,
I was trying to turn it off.
you turn it off. You turn it off, you then. And I've thrown it down the corridor. Pebble just skips ahead.
So we can't see any more of them then. We just
No.
heard it. Okay.
Your light is still on you for some reason.
Is that not Halvor's light?
No, it's blue.
I don't think it's on me though.
Yeah, you're still
is.
emitting 20. Let me just, I've changed it to 0, and there we go.
When I was turning it on and off, it wasn't doing anything. So I think I must have had two lights on me.
Anything else from you? Have you thrown your stone?
I will. No. I will wait. Come on, let's keep moving. Careful of that fork in the road. It means it can get us from two angles.
What is that noise?
Another rumbling of earth and dust fall, sort of sifting off the walls slightly and the ceiling.
Well, don't worry. The passage to the left is a dead end, but the spikes are still here. Maybe now would be a good time to try and attract attention, so that if anything is ahead of us, it must pass through the spikes.
I give a nod and let me just check. No, okay, I will use Thaumaturgy.
Well, yeah. So we are still in initiative. So you do that as part of your action, yeah? After throwing the stone?
I don't know. Yeah, well, I'm presuming throwing was my action.
I mean, you weren't aiming at anything, were you? It's dropping an item with a little more force.
All right, cool. I'll take it. Then, as my action, I will use Thaumaturgy. Holding on to my holy symbol, I will cause harmless tremors in the ground for 1 minute.
Okay.
That's nothing new around here by the sound of stuff.
Well,
It
hopefully
is
slightly different.
pissing in an
tremor.
ocean of piss. Okay. Anything else from you?
No, that's my go.
Okay. Wolf brings up Berea, leaving a respectful 5-foot distance. Bursting suddenly on your right through the soil and the roots comes another Grick who have just popped up for a second so you can see where they are. And they are going to attack
from
Cora.
here?
Yes, they're going to attack
Jeez.
Cora.
Why specifically me? I'm right in the middle of them both.
Because you are the smallest and the most feeble.
Well, that's just not true, is it? Ah, screw you,
Hits.
tentacles. Oh, I can absorb elements. What's that?
No, you can't on this. It's not an elemental attack
Why did it give me that option?
because it's a reaction. Ah, yes, it critically hit Greg. Excellent.
Yes, great.
Hey? There's no other
No,
Grick
that's fine.
around? Oh, yeah, it did have it self-targeted for some reason. Oh, I bet you it's that shite. Right, I have to fix that. So first of all, critical. So as the tentacles whip out and grab onto Cora. Having succeeded on a... Oh, what is she rolling? Oh, yeah, of course. Having succeeded on a tentacle attack, it is also able to follow up with a beak.
Oh, but then I've got multi-attack defense.
You do, so apply it. Oh, and that does not hit. And then it just follows up with its tail.
No one's really paying attention. That just did 39 damage in one attack.
Yeah.
It was a crit, though.
So, has it fully come out of the wall?
It's leaning out of the wall, yeah.
Okay.
I would like to use my reaction to attack it.
It hasn't moved out of your range yet.
It has attacked an ally, and I have Sentinel.
Oh,
Indeed.
but it hasn't finished yet.
Well, it did it more than once. I can do it after the first one.
That's true.
Not that I will be able to stop it attacking repeatedly.
Let me just pop it out so you can target it.
And you hit me.
I've just popped it. That should pop out. I've baby sped it out the wall a little bit. Yeah. Goes into Cora. Okay, and that's where it will remain. I will now make it visible.
You know we can't see it at all, yeah?
You can't see the top of its token. The sort of overlap between Cora and Halvor's tokens.
Nope.
Oh.
There's too much of it on the other side of the wall, so it will reduce.
Okay, well I'll pop it back out when needed. And Bartandalus, you hear a similar rumble behind you.
Where my wolf is.
And with another crash through the wall, you look back and indeed you see tentacles whipping at the wolf.
I can't see the wolf.
Why is everything? Something's changed. It's not auto on target. The core is on 52. So whatever. If this does damage to once it does damage to you now, Cora, put yourself back to 52. Having successfully attacked the wolf, it will follow the beak, which misses, and then it will use its tail, which hits.
No, Wolfie.
Somehow not dead. But yeah, there is one also visible. They're not hitting and running. It is. Oh, I picked the wrong one there. Oops. No, it doesn't make any odds. The other one, yeah, I misses its turn then. Cool. Okay. Cool. Yeah, there's another one here that you can see. You'd be able to attack. Cora and Bartender should both have shot on it.
Can't see it.
Is that
Yeah,
the one
that's why I'm pinging it
behind
and saying
us?
you would.
No,
That's why I'm
I
pinging
can't see. I can't even see past this area. This is all black to me. I have no visibility.
Oh
past
yeah,
that
you
bit.
turn light off. You turn light off, of course. Shit, you threw
Yeah,
it
yeah.
down. You threw it down the corridor.
Yeah.
Okay, top of the round, Cora. So there is one right next to you.
I mean, I'm going to have to go for the one that's right next to me because I can't keep sustaining hits like that.
I'm gonna move it out just so it is. This is just for effect. It is 5 foot away from you, and you can be attacking it.
Do I still have Hunter's Mark? I don't think the concentration was lost, was it?
No, you roll an 18 in concentration save.
Yeah, so it lost. It missed because it should took 39 or whatever it was damage. It wasn't enough, I think. Concentration save. Cora fails with an 18.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah, Spike Growth's gone. Yeah,
Spike Growth's gone, and well, yeah, because I wouldn't. What happened to Hunter's Mark?
it was on the one that died.
So do I have Hunter's Mark or not?
If it's concentration spell, you've lost it. Or do you have to roll concentration on each? I imagine you just lose concentration. Or is Hunter's Mark a concentration spell or not?
The one that she used was. So
So Spike Growth was gone anyway because you can only concentrate on one spell.
Okay.
So right, nothing actually moved through it, so that's fine. So yeah, you do not have Hunter's Mark up.
I'm gonna get Hunter's Mark back up.
or we could just say that she still got it since she shouldn't have had 2 spells in the first place.
I've still lost concentration, so.
Yeah, but that wasn't Spike Growth. What I'm saying is you've spent 2 slots that you wouldn't have spent, which seems
True.
like in this scenario a massive pain.
True. What are we gonna do about that?
I
Natalie?
mean, you benefited from Hunter's Mark though, for having it up.
didn't
benefit from Spike Growth.
So you can get a Spike Growth back, I guess.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool. I'm
Go.
still gonna do a Hunter's Mark on this dude.
Okay. Do you have any of your innate ones left?
Yes, I do.
Cool. Macro, execute, macro item, no macro found. What
See, that's
do?
interesting because obviously Hunter's Mark never used to be a spell. And now that it is, it's never made Cora, it's never put a concentration thing on Cora when she's cast it.
No, she's got 2 versions of it technically.
Oh, alright, okay.
This one is non-concentration.
Right.
It's not a spell per se.
It's the... Well, actually, it's the UA version, not the Tasha's version.
Hits Bagrick. Oh, you're not even swording it. You're just shooting it in the fucking face at point blank.
Well, I didn't realise it was close enough for that.
Well, yeah,
because-
so I
next
moved
to you.
it there specifically to say I did say it is
sorry,
right
yeah,
next
I
to
was
you. It's
confused.
the wall beneath you, and I moved.
Oh, you
it
did
there
already have a
purely
bow
so you can
out,
attack
so...
it.
Yeah, you're not
Yeah.
going to switch weapons. It's just
Yeah,
going to point
fine.
in his mouth.
Just to finesse. Okay, yeah, hits. Big damage.
Still alive though.
Oh yeah, God.
Ah, fuck off. Yeah, not much else I can do. I don't think I'm stuck.
You not using a. Oh, you did use both attacks.
Oh no, can I do an offhand if I grab?
Well, you're using your bow with both hands, aren't you? So what? Your
Well, I've got one bow is my hand, so yeah, I've got no choice really, have I?
Can she, instead of turning her hand into a bow, turn her hand into a sword?
No.
Don't think that's how it works.
That'd be
That's
cool, though.
absolutely not how it works. Oh, one of my viewers has just informed me that there's a MIDI QRL version of Hunter's Mark in a MIDI compendium that has the working macro built in. I'll have to look into that later. Thank you, Cover. So nothing
I
else from
exclusively have terrible experience with Hunter's Marks. I don't think it's worth automating.
Yeah, Lindsay.
Ugh.
Anything else from Cora?
I don't think I can do anything else. I think I'm kind of sandwiched between the two boys and hoping for the best.
Right.
I might actually shout to my wolf and say, "Give me a wolf!"
Okay. On its
Really
turn,
block us in.
On its turn,
No?
it will. Bartandalis, from behind you, you
Oh,
hear
yeah.
another burst of soil.
Fuck me.
So this really is the TPK session.
Yeah.
And Cora, you hear, nay feel, the life sputter out of Wolfie.
Oh, it didn't even get a chance.
I mean, to be fair, the DM already said it was dying before he rolled the damage, so by the sounds of it, it was on its last legs. So it basically saved us from getting attacked. So
It was on 6
Go,
HP.
Wolf.
It was on 6 HP, Wolfie.
yeah, yes, that's what I'm saying. So otherwise, because he did his job. He saved one of us from taking 21 hit points.
He did.
Yeah, Bartandless had taken that much damage. He'd be dead by now.
Yep.
Alvor, to you.
I will do the same as before. I'm gonna bonus action aim, and I'm gonna attack the one that's next to Cora.
Oh, yeah, that hits deep. Does not look good.
One more swing.
Misses.
Fuck. And I'll stay there to avoid attacks of opportunity, and unfortunately.
Okay.
Oh, Morgrix. Cool.
This is the one that was the one that attacked Wolfie first last time. Now seeing the wolf just disappear into a cloud of what does it's the first time using that item, that magic bag of tricks? What sort of visual effect is there when a fey conjured by that disappears, Cora?
Well, nothing can leave this place, though, can it? So it would just be a dead wolf corpse.
There's a bit of magic. There's a bit of magic profiter to it. Okay,
What is it?
Cora's getting pizza, so it turns into a cloud of cartoon Tweety birds.
We're now in Barovia, the Roger Rabbit version.
Strahd jam. The Grick slithers down into the corridor,
Fuck off.
coming towards the Bartandalis.
The Bart. The.
He's going to attempt a tentacle whip. Before I roll an attack, are you warding flaring?
No. I'm waiting to see whether it's hit or not before I cast.
Well, if it's prompting you, it means it has hit.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah, if it's prompting you for a reaction, that means it hits. If when we roll
no, I
it,
need
it
to
turns out
see.
it had. Yeah. If when we roll it, it turns out it wouldn't have hit -5, then we'll sort it out. But my understanding is it's only asking you because it thinks it's hit.
Okay. So
if you want to shoot, yeah. If this shield comes out as being like pointless.
Okay, so it would be pointless. There you go, because it's just showed the finger.
So it rolled an 18. So with your shield.
No, it says it's 25. It's hit me with. So with my shield, it only took me to 23.
That's silly. I thought it wasn't meant to do that, Halvor.
What?
The reaction. I thought the built-in reaction thing. It would only prompt shield if the shield would have actually been of use.
Oh god, no. It prompts it if it's a hit. It doesn't know how much shield is.
That's a pain. Well, yeah, obviously, yeah. So you wouldn't have bothered shielding then?
No.
Okay.
I mean, it kind of makes sense that you should, but the rules are that I don't have to declare it until it's a hit. So
it's one of those things that I think I'll change next campaign, but it's pointless to change 134 seconds.
Sure.
So yeah, give it back to yourself then, and it.
I didn't spend it.
Oh, okay, cool. What are you concentrating on?
Resistance.
Resistance.
Oh yeah.
Woohoo!
And then it will attempt to bite. Oh.
Okay. See you later.
Okay. Will he shield that one? No. Or would you have warding no, it would have been crit. A crit is a crit.
Is resistance half damage?
I thought when he cast it before, I thought resistance was damage, but it said on the spell, as I misclicked, that it was a saving throw. You can add a d4 and add the number rolled to one saving throw of its choice, which I absolutely
Yeah, that
thought.
sounds familiar.
But I always thought it was it's Blade Ward, isn't it?
So just to let you know, I took 25 damage off a normal hit. I have 25 hit points left.
Yep, you're dead.
So, unless we're going real low now, this is going to be bad times for Barty.
How dead are you going to be, though?
Oh wait, it was a different attack though, so less damage.
Oh, okay.
It's the tentacles that do fuckloads of damage.
I'm very surprised. Cause yeah, it's the flavour of 4 of them going at once. I'm very surprised that did not kill Bartantalus. Despite only being hit by the beak attack, because you were hit by the tentacles, you are weirdly not grappled or anything by this. It has just like been whipping at you with bows, and then them all being around you creates an opportunity for the beak to bite in.
But it has 3 attacks, right? It has tentacles, beak, and tail. So it's still got a 3rd attack on me, yeah?
Well, its tail's probably in a wall, right?
I mean, no more than this motherfucker's was, so...
Yeah.
I think this dude's actually... This dude has come out.
I had forgotten, so yes. That's spawning a 20 for me. And I was like, Jesus! Misses. And now Bartandalis, it's you.
Okay, so I see this thing coming at me. I'm like trying to... I can like manage to take a little bit less of an attack on the bite attack, and then the tail I kind of managed to parry away with my shield, and I look in the other direction to where my light was, and I am going to... Oh god! I'm going to try and Sacred Flame. Oh no, actually, okay, yeah, I'm going to because this one's in the wall, which is fine. Okay, I'm going to Sacred Flame the one in the wall, which I am already targeted on.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not. Oh no, I'm not. I'm going to use Word of Radiance because I've got 2 of them right next to me. Hey, check me out, guys. Getting to use Words of Radiance.
Hold on. Let me just move them there for the sake of that.
What?
Oh, can you not? Oh yeah, bloody thing. Now can you see it? Now can you see it more? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll do Word of Radiance.
This guy's getting absolutely baby peed around here to fit in with different things.
Check that, 6. Oh yeah. 3d6 and I got a 6. Awesome.
Your spell blasts out, slightly singeing and disgruntling the Grick.
So that was a cantrip, and then I am 100% going to use Misty Step. Get the fuck out of here. Or am I? What the fuck? Oh, got it. Why have I not got Misty Step?
The effect of the Gulfire tree.
You do, but isn't it one of the ones that you have like an asterisk at the start?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find where it is. 1 second.
It's
Should
called.
be a search.
It's called asterisk Wiz colon Misty Step brackets plus Codex. I can see it in your list. Also, please
got a
don't
filter on.
Please don't cast it yet. Don't cast it yet. I've just remembered something.
Oh, I know
Where are
why.
we?
It's because I had MI typed into the search thing, so it wasn't bringing it up.
Okay. Yeah. Don't cast it yet. Where are we? Edit spell.
Oh.
Yeah, you remember. I don't know
Yeah.
why. I don't know why it isn't actually opening the spell when I do it. So I'll just go to a different way. Edit spell. Come on. It's just not opening the edit spell screen.
Boo.
There we go. Now it's appeared. Where are we? I've just saved you all having your eardrums imploded.
Shall I cast it now?
Yes, you should be safe to cast it now.
Okay. What the fuck? Why can I not see it? Have I got... 1 second. Misty. Have you renamed it?
No, like I say, it's if you go to second level spells, it's there. I can see it now. Called Asterisk Whiz. It's 2 above Whiz Suggestion, 2 below with Whiz Magic Mouth with like the. So where you have your purple mouth icon, it's 2 below that.
I got something selected. Oh, fucking hell. I had action accidentally selected and it's a fucking bonus action. Jesus Christ. Okay, we got it. Got it. Whew,
Go on.
okay. Casting spell. Oh, how do I choose where to move to?
Within 30 foot, it just brought up a reticle that you can click to.
Ah, okay.
But bear in mind, the Grick isn't where the Grick is, so you're not going to put yourself next to it.
Nice! Oh, what? Shut the fuck up! Did you guys see my awesome thing then?
Yeah, little poof.
Little poo.
Just like you.
Oh, hey, you can't say that.
Whoa!
Wow, man.
I don't appreciate that, Halvor.
Why? Taking it hard.
Oh, you did it.
This,
okay.
for all of our viewers, this is an official Foundry Discord VTT moderator, no less.
That is not true.
If you want to look him up, if you want to report him to Gen Kitty, his name.
Oh Christ.
Okay, any movement you want to do?
I will take 1 step.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna have a glance around. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna stay here.
Okay. The Grick in the wall.
All in all, you're just another Grick in the wall. Come on!
Who attacked it most recently? Did Cora hit it? No, Halvor hit it most recently.
Well, Bartendler set it on fire.
I hit one of
yeah, but he did 2 damage. I'm talking about the big damage that you and Cora both done to it. This one is going to attack Halvor. So, first of all, tail. Misses. Tentacles. Fuck me. Because it doesn't get to do its thing because it didn't hit. Top of the round, Cora, it you. So obviously, remember, this one I've just pinged is actually there in the wall.
Cool, and that one is also the one I've Hunter's marked. So, does Hunter's mark work on things that aren't arrows? I can't remember.
Yep, any attack you do.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. In that case, I'm going to get my silver short sword out. And I'm going to use Halvor's old axe, because that's better. I'm going to use his axe on it.
Okay. Hits the Grick. The Grick is hit.
Oh, bad throw.
However, tell me how you kill it.
Yeah! So its beaky little tentacles are all coming towards me, and I can see them kind of forming into more of a point as they're getting towards me. So I have to kind of swoop behind them to chop the whole sort of beak head bit off, and it just flops to the floor.
That's very. I really thought you were going to worry. You were going to struggle with the fact that it has no eyes. But
No,
you did.
I know.
You did really well.
I was worried for a while.
It is dead. Anything else from Cora? You see another one closing the gap behind you.
Is there room for her to squeeze past me, or am I too fat? It looks like there's a little bit of room.
There is
She's very small.
I think
There
it's
is
just
no
nothing.
passage in these corridors except for areas like these and
It's just
like these.
grid alignment. just a bit of grid alignment.
So in that case, I'm going to fire on the one immediately behind me, and I can move my hunter's mark onto that one, right?
I believe you can.
Cool, I will do that
However,
then.
you have an axe in your hand, not a bow, so not firing.
Can I just drop my axe
You just walk over and hit
temporarily?
it. You don't
Or I
use
could
any
just walk up to it and
movement.
hit it. I might as well. You're going to want to come that way anyway, aren't you? So.
If there's room.
What's it going to be, Cora? Come on.
Right, I'll walk over and hit it.
Okay, remember to Hunter's Mark it first if you are. I like to think that a melee Hunter's Mark is just like the point to my eyes, point to your eyes. That was your walk over. Fucking hell, walk over to it, don't climb on it, Cora.
Oh god, there's another one straight behind it, guys. Okay, I'm going to axe that one then.
Ooh.
Yeah! Nice.
Unfortunate roll.
That one is within 5 foot of it, isn't it? But am I not going to be able to target it?
No, you can't reach past it, I don't think.
Yeah, correct.
Ah, that's very unfortunate. In that case, I guess I'm where I am. If I can't really go backwards because Halvor wants to get towards it. So, what else can I do? Halvor, that's the question. What else can I do?
Well-
We probably need to back up into this bit if you both wanted to melee it. You're not both going to be able to melee it.
Come
where
on,
they
Cora,
are.
what's it going to be?
I'm going to stay where I am.
Okay. You see that Grick turn back in this direction and dive down into what looks like where sort of floor meets wall and vanishes from sight.
Another one's gone into the walls, guys! Keep an eye on the walls!
You all begin to feel that rumbling again. Halvor, it's you.
I'll step closer. From the layout, obviously it's very squashed. Am I able to get within melee range of this or not?
Well, I don't know why Cora went to there, because Cora really is here.
Because I did a
So-
diagonal.
Yeah, so no, you are not able to get within 5 foot of a Grick. Actually, a Grick Alpha. It's Latin. Go to a decent school, Cora.
Well, I thought you meant it was like the alpha Grick, like the top Grick. That's my question.
Yeah.
Lead Grick.
It's basically explaining why these Gricks are so much harder than the one in Death House, which is
I see.
a level 1 adventure.
Halvor said to me that these were super hard to kill and then he killed it in one go, so I'm not really sure what's happening right now.
I don't recall that. I will. I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. Either I bait and switch Cora and attack it, but then one will pop out of the wall and still attack her.
Make a
So
decision.
Do it. Otherwise you're not
I will bait and switch, because at least then she'll have extra AC. So we'll swap. And let me roll the superiority die. Oh, she has an extra 6 AC until my next
you.
turn.
I will keep that in mind.
And I will attack the Grick with bonus action aim.
Is it not a bonus action to use your maneuver?
It is not. It is
Nice.
special activation, part of my movement.
I like it. Fuck me, you are hitting hard tonight. Yeah, doesn't look good. Oh, he's going for. He's not even finished. It's not even finished, but it misses.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Anything else from Halvor?
Nope, spent too much time bracing myself and dodging last time, so now I'm going all offense.
Okay. It responds to your aggressive maneuvers in kind. First,
Can I
with
say
the
that,
tail, misses. Next, with the tentacles. Also misses. Does not get to use its beak attack. Very annoying. What are you going to ask Cora? Or say?
I was just going to say that knowing where the other Grick would have gone into the wall, I will have my back to the alternate wall. So my back is going to be towards the south wall, and I'm
Okay.
going to be looking towards the north, just hoping to see if that gives me some advantage, having known where it went in.
Of course. Okay, that's good. Well, Tandalus, it's you.
I am going to hold Sacred Flame for if this thing appears between us.
Between you and Cora.
Well, I mean,
This
if
is where it's like, ha, got you.
Sure. If I see it, then yeah.
Okay.
If it appears, then I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on it.
Okay. Cora, it's you. You're back to the wall. You feel a little bit of rumbling.
But I can still see the Grick that is by Halvor, and I can shoot past him with my arrows, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Then that's what I'm going to do.
And while you roll them, just popping the light on. Jesus. Heat wave problems. Just got up to put the light on, remembering have no pants on. It's like, whoa!
I'm taking it he's not dead, and I'm going to go again.
It's looking bad. Hits.
Oh, nice.
Tell me how you kill it.
In the eye.
It hasn't got any!
Oh, yeah.
I mean, but if you want some advice, it's all neck.
I mean, yeah, there's not really much other choice, is there? So I'm going to aim for just behind what looks like the beaky head kind of area, and my arrow is going to plunge straight into his neck, and it just flops to the floor.
It does. Flippity, floppity, you're now my property.
I'm going to come back a little bit so that... Oh, where about? There. I'm going to stand there and hope that Halvor can squeeze past me.
Okay. A few seconds pass. The rumbling stops. What are we all doing?
I would like to put my hands on the opposite wall, opposite me, and see if I can feel any vibrations, even if I can't hear the rumbling.
Seeing her do this, I'll copy.
You reach into the grip now. So what? You're just feeling for what vibrations?
Yeah, if I could hear it before, then I'm going to see if I can feel through the wall.
Make a seismology check. No,
Don't have one
you don't feel anything.
You're dead inside.
Well, that's nothing new.
It looks like they're gone for now. How is everybody?
That first hit was hard, but I'm okay.
Cora, let me help you retrieve some arrows.
Oh yes, thank you very much. I've used 8.
Then you recover 3.
Yeah, don't use more.
It just fires more off. Yeah!
How's everyone feeling? That was pretty rough. Oh, I see Bartandless really isn't feeling well. And I spy him holding his hand to his own chest and at the faint glow of the light.
He's kind of like leaning on the wall, his head's kind of like lolling forward a little bit as he's holding onto his holy symbol. I feel like I'm having to use everything I've got just to stay alive.
Indeed, this place might be our graves. But I don't see what choice we have. We can't get out. Can we get out? We could go back to the door. Can we just leave?
I think the door closed behind us.
I don't know, maybe there's a way of opening it.
I think there might be, but I don't feel like we've restored any flames yet.
Yeah, it wouldn't feel like much of a trial, would it, if you just...
I mean, we've had a pretty tough trial already, I'd say.
Fuck this shit. This is Cora's trial.
Well, in that case,
Cora Lightfoot, Fane Dodger.
let me pass, then I'll keep leading the way. Remember to pick up your stone, Bartandalus.
Bartandalus, do you want to go in the middle now? Because there's no wolf behind you to protect you now.
Doesn't seem like it made much of a difference anyway. They're coming from wherever they're coming from.
I'd feel better if you were between the two of us.
And I just give her a nod and kind of like shuffling forward, half bent over. Sure.
What do you think? Should we take the right or left path? The right looks like it has branches, and I can't see much else in either direction.
Doesn't matter.
Well,
Choose anyway.
let's take this one. Hang on, it's opening into a wider chamber. Try and be quiet.
Oh, before you do, as you said, it opens up into a thingy chamber. I want to cast. I wanted to go and cast another Cure Wounds on myself.
Yeah, you can. I was only pausing so I could give... Halvor, I imagine you are probably so zoomed in on Foundry that you can't... You're not... if you zoom out a little bit, Halvor, you will see something else in here.
Oh, so I will.
So, you would see in this... The ceiling is no higher in here, but you are entering into a larger chamber. Halvor, you would see over here the remains of an old campfire with several bodies next to it. And yes, a large green glow coming from some sort of crystal cluster on the wall.
Okay, guys, stay quiet, but it's safe to join me, I think. It's a large cavern, and over there's a couple of bodies and a glowing crystal.
Do they look like skeletons? They don't look like the other one that had been kept alive.
Indeed, skeletal, I think.
And with light effects in here and Cora's dark vision, you would see the walls are from floor to ceiling covered in druidic writings and symbols.
Oh, if only we could read that!
Is her dark vision reduced?
Yes.
Okay. Cora, be careful.
Yeah, Cora. Cora, you are standing where you're standing. If you rush off ahead.
Let's take it slow.
Also, in here, sorry, there's a lot to read. Hanging from the ceiling everywhere are small charms, like from strings of twine. They vary, things like animal carvings, bits of feather and bone. You might see, like, one might be a small grix. No, none of them are small. You might see, one of them's coal, one's a human tooth, things like that. All just very, very basic. Although there is the other side. In fact, no, I'll tell you that as you see it.
Do we work out how long my charge in the little token lasts for? Sorry, I missed that. How long
it says 10 minutes. But even without you looking at this, there are some lines that you can tell are text, but a lot of them seem to be more like pictorial, and a lot of them depict like a crude stick figure woman wearing an antler headdress.
If we want to try and spend some time reading over this, you don't necessarily need to use that token yet. Have a spell.
Does your speaking different languages apply to written word as well?
Comprehend language allows you to understand literal meaning of any spoken language you hear. You also understand any written language that you see.
Oh, awesome.
Nice. Halvor, from where you're stood, in that direction, the ground begins to slope down gently, all around here. So you are at the highest part of a room that slopes down.
And is that spiderwebs spidery?
It's like it's for the aesthetic. It isn't Shelob's lair spidery.
Okay, so it's not like practically blocked with spiderwebs.
No, you could. It's very cobbed, but you could easily brush it away.
Okay,
Haha,
over in that corner.
False widow.
Oh Jesus, Bartendlis is sprinting. In that corner there is a passage that leads on. There's some spiderwebs, but we can definitely make it through.
What is between us and the dead
Not
bodies?
clear. We don't know yet. I've not been over there.
Oh, okay, but how can we see that then?
Well, yeah, your vision
That's
to
blowing.
it, your vision to it is unimpeded,
Okay.
and you just see what looks to be like an old campfire and a half-elf ranger sprinting towards it through the dark. A couple of bodies, a glowing crystal structure, and what looks to be some sort of satchel next to the campfire.
Looks like there might be another smaller path over there.
Does the glowing remind us of anything we might have seen before?
Does it look like the glowing green gem?
Yes.
Get closer and find out.
I don't want to. I'm scared.
Is there any? Is this like all ash in the campfire?
Yeah, so a very, very, very old camp. It's only really recognisable as a campfire from the circle of stones. Was not logs sticking out of it. It was a very limited asset, but it is recognisable as a very, very old campfire.
Does the gem match the gems that we retrieved before?
But much larger.
Okay.
How
But so otherwise it is the same.
It's a similar sort of glow. The material looks to be the same, but whereas those gems have all been like something you could just sort of clench in your fist, this structure is about the size of, we're going to go super, don't know why I've come to mind, but the size of a wheelie bin.
It's a wheelie bin.
This is like when people, this is when people are like, and it's F for foggy.
Well, if it's the same kind of crystal that could help growth, should we take some?
I mean, I think we're supposed to take it all, right? We can't leave part of it here.
Is helping growth really something that we want right now?
It's like a 5-foot-tall hunk of crystal. I'm not sure we could take it all if we tried.
Can we put it in the bag of holding?
No.
Fair.
We could stretch the bag of holding around a wheelie bin, I'm sure.
But if you put a wheelie bin in a bag of holding, it creates a portal to the astral plane.
Is it all like vine? It's like vines are like keeping it embedded in the wall and stuff. Like
Yeah.
all roots and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's humming like a Nern root.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yes, it is. Not
Nice.
quite as loud Nern rooty. I made this about 2 years ago. This map, so
I would like to look in the bag that is by the fire.
fantastic. Thank you. As your hands close around the satchel, Cora,
Oh
as you get to
no.
look at what's in it. I'm shitting you. You see a number of items inside.
Superior potions of healing? Wow!
You find it looks to be a it's a
Roll of dimension door.
10 silver pieces in a Barovian mintage,
Nice.
1 torch, 1
Useful.
dark blue potion, and this is legit from the guide, but it always makes me laugh. 1 piton, and 50 foot of hempen rope.
Well, if we're going to meet a cliff, then we're sorted.
If we want to climb our way out of here, we're good.
Well, not so much.
Bartandlis, do you recognize this potion?
I will take a look and a sniff at it. I think you can identify them automatically on a short rest, but I guess we can't take a short rest at the moment.
Well, make me a herbalism check with advantage.
No such thing.
What am I thinking?
Do medicine or nature?
Is it natural or is it arcane?
Why did I think herbal? No, we're going to go with nature.
At least that's end.
Yeah, I
And
figured it would be intelligence. That's
It's
why I asked him.
advantageous for Bartandalus.
Oh, good.
Nice.
But I'll try again. 1 second. Here's another one.
Wow.
I'll take the
Although
first please.
the bottle is different, but you, with your fantastic intellect and keen memory, well,
Hey, I've been knocking
but
about
not, but not keen
with an
mind,
alchemist.
recall back to some of the potions that Anya went through with you, and one of them specifically was a potion that looked like it had the same sort of hue and viscosity, and this is a
Ogre
potion of
strength.
climbing.
Potion of climbing. Potion of climbing.
Has Cora decided we're resting? Doesn't
No,
have
I'm
to be
just
on a
doing
rest?
Tylus. I've got Tylus a bit available,
Doesn't
so
that
I'm
have to be
just
done on a
trying to
rest,
get
though,
it.
I thought.
No.
Oh, cool, okay.
I think it's a action.
Yeah, I've got
Sweet!
four per
Yeah, for
long
some
rest.
reason I thought it was a resty thing. I was like, how presumptuous!
So, a pitten with rope and a potion of climbing that suggests that we're likely to go deeper.
Or
What you think?
up. Maybe we can come out of here somehow.
Well, as the DM said, the ground was sloping downwards, and I think with one pitten and the rope, you'd do a much better job going down than up. Perhaps the potion was for the way back.
Well, whatever it was, it didn't work.
What does the potion of climbing do?
That gives you advantage in climbing, I believe.
Advantage. Okay, so Cora needs that then.
Hey, I'm quite good at that now.
Actually, yeah, you are.
I've got an 8. So
I
I've got
mean,
-2 to strength. So my climbing.
When
She's
you
still
have
got an
it,
8.
when you have it, when you've imbibed it, you gain a climbing speed equal to your walking speed for 1 hour, and you have advantage on checks requiring.
My climbing
to climb.
speed and my walking speed are the same.
Well, Calvor's is very fast and very good anyway. Cora is going to need it because I've got spider climb, so...
True.
But what's the point? I've already got the same climbing speed as my walking speed. It doesn't.
You would have advantage on any checks there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm happy to take that.
Just chugs it now.
No, take it, as in hold it on my person for use.
I think we should take a little time, see if we can decode some of these glyphs before we start messing about with that thing.
Before we touch the crystal, you mean? Sure. Maybe we should check out these bodies, though, before we leave them. I mean, I know they look like they've been here a long time, but in Barovia, I've learned not to trust such things.
Yeah, these are very, very unlike the body of Shrael or even of Victor. These are skeletons in the most ruined tatters of what looks like was probably fairly decent leather adventuring gear at some point. Not tribal. That would
Not
kind of be
tribal.
that kind of be suggested. But the fact they had a leather satchel with like proper climbing equipment and coins, Barovian coins, means they probably weren't Ugg the Barbarian.
But it probably isn't them then that have done the symbols around us.
Well, let's find out. I look between the two things and hold on to my holy symbol and... Just in case. I just let out a little burst.
Yeah, nothing happens.
Whatever it is.
They are not sneaky undeads. The crystal golem activates.
I will just have a little quick search of the bodies.
Yeah, make me an investigation check. In fact, no, don't. They're so... Well, unless there's something very specific you want to do with them, their armor is so... Their equipment is so decayed and just wasted away that even as you're kind of like trying to turn one over, like leather pauldrons just sort of rip in ways that leather wouldn't normally, it's like almost disintegrated, this armor. There is nothing hidden away on their persons.
Okay.
So is this dude actually chained to a wall? Or
No,
is this just
he's slumped against it.
okay, I'm gonna sit my ass on the floor, take out my spellbook, and spend 10 minutes trying to get up the juju for casting Comprehend Language as a ritual.
Okay. What's everybody else doing while he's doing that?
Watching him.
Okay.
So does Cora not speak? Does Cora speak Druidic, but she can't read it?
Oh no, I don't. Is it actually druidic or something like druidic? I speak. I can't remember.
I think she learned Druidic, but it seemed that like the mountain people and stuff spoke a similar but not the same
Yeah.
language.
Yeah.
So she speaks. So she can read
Verbally.
what's on the wall already. Oh, okay. So she doesn't know how to read it. Okay.
Yeah, she don't even speaking with people.
Well, I'll have more of an inspection of the pictures while he's doing this to see whether or not they seem like
absolutely.
they're telling a story
I
or not.
won't. Yeah, they definitely are. I won't do any sort of roll given your familiarity. You looking around, you see they all seem to follow a theme of a tree or a sapling sprouting into a tree. A lot of people sort of kneeling before it, sometimes lying underneath it. There are images that make it look like there's enough differences that it makes it look like some of the carvings are obviously the dead being laid to rest beneath or on the tree, but also a couple of them look, it's not Kama Sutra bad, but clearly some are people making love under the tree. You see babies being presented under the tree, what looks to be like feast, and on all of them above this crude stick woman with the antlers always above the tree.
So
Above the tree.
is there anything that looks like actual writing, or is it all pictograph?
There is a very, very occasional, few words dotted
Okay.
around all of them, and you see that they look different. It isn't like the same thing repeated.
Okay. Then yeah, I need to be touching the one of the words and stuff while I'm casting this spell. So I'm kind of like putting my hand into my component's pouch and pulling out a pinch of soot on my thumb and kind of like tracing it around the words, and then I get a touch of salt and rub it across my eyelids, a little bit in my mouth, and then I keep repeating that action every so often while I'm casting the ritual.
Just to punish yourself.
Yeah. Take a tequila shot. Lime in the eye.
Bite down on a lemon. And the spell is complete. Halvor doing anything?
Yep, I'm inspecting the crystal to see if there is a decent way that I could break off a sizable chunk that we would be able to take with us.
As your maybe an investigation check. Okay. As you are looking around this, although it's sort of a bit twisted and isn't immediately apparent, as you're looking at it, the crystal structure almost seems to be like it rises up from the floor and is shaped. It has kind of extremities coming off where it's almost shaped like a hand, like an open upturned palm, quite large. And as you're stopping, looking around in this, you are able to see in the palm of the hand sort of a change of texture where it looks like perhaps 3 separate growths of crystal have been chiseled or taken from the palm of the hand in the past.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Hmm.
God, have we got to return them here? Oh, fuck!
In the meanwhile, your spell concludes, Bartandalus, and bits of the writing jumps out around the room.
I will walk around with I will cast light on a stone as I walk around looking at the different.
That is as powerful as light gets in here. I've just readjusted it. You see things like she is birth, she is life, she is death. We give thanks for the harvest. We give up our honoured dead. All around the room, all sorts of repetition of that.
Okay. Nothing special in the texts. Just giving honorings. Doesn't exactly say precisely what this place was, or who these two were.
Well, Shall we press on? Do you think that the crystals are something that we should chisel and take more of, or we should someday hope to return them here, or what?
I feel like we probably shouldn't defile them.
Hmm.
Not if we want to stay in the Huntress's good graces.
It does seem to be the only obvious thing that we've found that links us to the upstairs world, though.
Indeed, but I mean, at the same time, the crystals help the growth of nature. At the moment, the only natural thing here is the Gulfias tree, and that's about as unnatural as it comes.
So maybe we need this crystal to somehow help us to restore the Golfias tree, if that's what we're trying to do.
Well, I think it's more like we would have to restore the tree before coming back.
I think we have to restore the missing 3 crystals, and that'll return the Gulthias tree. We know where 2 of them are, but that 3rd one.
I mean,
Nobody
it's
knows
been
where
lost for a long time. I don't think that that's going to be a productive way to spend our time when they've been lost for an age. Hundreds of years, even.
Yeah, but, there's a lot that hasn't happened before since we got here. We seem to
It's
be doing
true.
alright.
When I agreed to undertake a quest of some description for her, I hoped she might give me a little bit more detail, you know?
Did you want to try and catch a breath about Tendless, or should we keep going whilst Cora has her focus about her?
Let's just keep going. I don't think stopping now is going to help me much anyway.
Okay, well, there's 2 paths, it looks like. One over here, and the other.
As you get to this point, there is like quite a gradual slope down. Everything, like this entire bottom left corner is lower than the rest. It all sort of slopes down to a point there.
I touch the gem. What do I feel?
Nothing. Just
No gem.
feels cold, crystalline. Just like a larger version of the other ones you've held in your hand before.
Maybe he hears some dark powers telling him what to do.
Well, maybe he should try and work out what kind of magic it is from it.
It's just old ancient magic, it always
Just
is.
old magic.
Old ancient magic.
As you place your hand on it,
Moo magic.
So it seemed like there was 2 paths, but perhaps they can join. Stay there, Cora. Let me shine a light down the other path. Can you see anything?
I can see a tiny bit of light from down there. Yes, I think they do link. Hey, fancy seeing you here.
and you see in the wall between you both, there is a low alcove. on the
Alcoves?
floor. There is a small, tight tunnel here.
Ooh.
Very, very tight. It is a belly crawling job. And written above it, Bartandalis, you would see in Druidic, and they shall be made to crawl on their bellies into the realm of the gone.
Oh, that doesn't sound great.
I just read it out loud.
As much as I hate to say it, that sounds like exactly the way we're going to have to go.
Yep. Did you want to go first, still, Halvor?
It's not a case of want, but a case of duty. I will go first.
Will Halvor fit?
Yeah, crawling on your front, you are like... I always forget, yeah, like commando crawling to get in there. But before we do, let's all take 5 minutes and get a drink.
Okay.
Is that because we're going to have a big fight coming up?
That's very presumptuous. Take
But
5.
also very true.
It is
Can't-
15:15. Let's get back here at 20 past.
There's
Okay.
no way we're having a
With-
fight when I've only
with
got
new-
3 level 1 spells left.
With
No
new
way.
character ideas.
Oh, don't worry, I've got about 10. I put 3 in mine in the same character.
I'm here. I'm doing my part.
So here, I'm doing my part.
Do we have Cora and Halvor? One of them's getting wine, the other one's letting dogs out for poos, I think. It is 20 past. Halvor, are you here? Cora, are you here? Fucking unacceptable.
I think.
Got all three of my nan's dogs, and this is making me can't wait to have Buddy, because they're just such hassle. These three dogs. And Buddy is just not.
Buddy is the goodest boy.
And you're like, if my dog dies, don't tell me till I get back. And my nan's like, hourly videos, please.
Ugh.
Told you, didn't I? One of them won't eat unless like you sit and fuss over her. That
Well,
took all of a day and a half for her to go. Do you know what? I need to just. I'm not gonna get. Clearly, not gonna get any food here.
Yeah, people always think that their dog's going to starve to death. Dogs never do that. They will always eat the food.
Yeah.
They will always eat the food.
I mean, to be fair, it is impressive how you will have her food bowl like in the pen. The other dog's away, so she's left by herself, and she will just sit next to the full food bowl, rolling on her back. She definitely isn't interested in it, or wasn't interested in it, unless you're sat with her, stroking and fussing on her, which my missus wanted to do. Well, we did do the first night. It's like, oh, you mean if you won't do that for her? It's like, fucking gets hungry enough, she'll eat. And lo and behold, she tried bloody rolling around next to it for some attention. It's like disgusting. Eventually, she's like, fine.
Disgusting.
Yeah, disgusting.
Our dogs, literally, you can't stop them eating stuff. Whether we
Yeah,
want it or not.
the other one, like, you have to quickly pick his shit up before he decides that it looks fair game. It's
That's
like,
the
God,
best.
you coprophile beast. Where is Bartandalus going? Is he overlapping? Yeah. So are we all back?
Yeah.
Good. So yes, Halvor is going first, is he?
Mm-hmm.
Halvor gets onto his belly. It slants down into the black. And forward you crawl. Forward you crawl. Bartandalus, even with your light, you lose sight of Halvor.
I'm in behind him.
You're crawling behind him, okay.
Yeah, of course.
You crawl and crawl. If you're eventually, the light of Bartandalus, of his light spell, just disappears, Cora. You can't hear
I've
him.
gone in too.
You can't see him ahead. And you're crawling in.
Oh yeah, I'm not being left on my own.
So the three of you, The three of
Curse
you
of Strahd. God damn
crawl.
it!
The three of you crawl on your bellies for a time, and then Halvor, you are crawling, and you put your arms forward, and there's just nothing. And despite you trying to grab or get some purchase or dig the tips of your toes in, you just topple forward and you're falling. Despite being behind. Same for you, Cora. The same for you, Bartandalis. And all three of you are just falling
In the dark.
in the dark.
Ah!
None of you hear the others cry.
Ooh,
I-
creepy.
Shout out in my head to Tenebrous. What's happening? Where am I?
I try to illuminate the sun sword.
You hear nothing from Tenebrous. The sword does not illuminate,
And I can see absolutely nothing.
and you can see absolutely nothing, Cora.
What?
What?
What the fuck?
What is going on?
Holy shit. This looks great. What mod is this?
Cora,
For the...
you try to move, but it's slow, and it feels almost disparate. You're aware of a passage of time, and you realise you must have fallen unconscious. Or perhaps you still are. You find yourself dreaming. Your mind goes back to before the Gulfias tree and to before Barovia. As the sounds and smells of Skybird Trill drift in at the edge of the dream, you're taken back to your home, to the quiet little dead-end alley in the Baker's Row where you lived with Harris, Boyd, and all the others who would come and go from your merry band. You recognise this night? It was a warm night, and the three of you are sat around a table. The sounds of merriment, fireworks, and whistling in the main quarter of the city, the grins on Harris and Boyd's faces, and the bulging sack on the table, overflowing with coins, immediately makes you recall precisely what night this is. You're dreaming about Hochtsummers night, many years ago. This was the night where the three of you managed to lure a rival gang, the Whips, to what they thought was a confrontation long brewing, but instead, they'd found themselves accidentally ambushing the city guards, while the three of you audaciously stole most of their ill-gotten gains from their hideout. The Whips were rumoured to be involved in people trafficking, so the night felt like a moral victory, as well as a financial one, you remember. The dream plays out just as you remember that night. Your feet up on the table, looking up into the night sky, fireflies playing across your vision if FX Master hadn't been broken, much closer than the larger sky lanterns but are drifting ahead, overhead in the city, having been released by Hochtsummar revelers, and you listen to Harris and Boyd arguing in their merriment. Ah, but shut up, it must have been 500 gold here at least. Are you mean to tell me you've not got enough for a bloody pet? Says Harris. And Boyd, your first time seeing Boyd's art in the campaign, I think. Cora.
Yeah.
What I'm telling you is having to feed a dog or a cat means we have to go and buy food for it all the time. And that makes us predictable. And once we're predictable, someone, and then Harris finishes with him, can get the drop on us. Yeah, you're always trying to say that. You're always fucking harping on about it. Well, what about a bird then? A bird can just fly off and get its own food and come back at night to its hutch? Cage? And you remember this argument well. For years you remembered sitting back and just letting the sounds of the city and the sights of the fireflies wash over as this brotherly bickering runs its course. Harris tormented Boyd about what sort of bird he'd buy. Boyd ever on the defensive about it until you're called in to give an opinion. A bird? And what sort of bird would you be getting then, eh, Harris? A penguin? Ah, fuck off, you swine. Something useful, a fast, a hunter. Maybe an eagle or a hawk. Hey, Norris! What sort of bird do you reckon I should buy, eh? And he cranes his head off towards the open door of the abandoned baker's shop that you call home, where for some reason the light isn't coming out of there the way it was before. Had a bit of extra light in. This door here. And leaning up, there's no reply. I'll ask him in the morning. Fine then, Boyd says. Cora, you tell us. I'm sick of this. You tell us. What'll you do for me, given there's nothing left to bury or burn of me? Aye, and given there's a stranger in my body, are you just to call that a day and leave my shell being used by a monster? And they both just stare at you, expectantly, conversationally, waiting for a response.
So this isn't a dream?
It was. But now, it's not.
I tried to find you. I tried so hard to find you. You know I would. I always would.
Both just smile, sadly.
I have things to do here. I've got to help the people here. I've got to make sure that they're okay. There are some ladies that live here. I think they might be able to help me if I can manage to restore them back to power again. Maybe they can help me find you.
You found us. Here.
I can't stay here with you.
I mean, you could. And Boyd sort of put his feet up on the table. It's not so bad. It's better than what happened to me. None of it hurts anymore.
You know I want to stay here with you, but I can't.
But look. And he just sort of gestures up to the city and to the sky. It's our happiest days. All the time. There's no blood. There's no carnage. And Harris chips in. There's no cold. I was so cold when he took me.
What happened to you when he took you? Were you completely gone from that body?
I wouldn't be here if I wasn't. In this place.
Do you think you could find your way back?
Truth be told, I'm not even really sure I want to. But you could stay with us.
This isn't reality.
Boyd just leans forward a little bit in his chair. He's like, I thought you were dead. I never thought I'd see you again. And yet here you are. And I can tell you're not right. I know you're not here the way we are, but you could stay with us. We've been around the whole city. It's just like old times.
And one day it will be again. One day I'll come back and find you, but between now and then I have to help my friends.
Stay for a drink?
Okay, one drink.
Fantastic. And they just seem to both have... Well, what did they and what would you have drank in Skybird Trail? With the whole city, for all the things you could have robbed and drank, what would the three of you, what would your drinks of choice all be? Potions of healing.
Well, if they're on offer, yes, please. So although we had the run of the whole city, we only had simple taste because we didn't really know the world beyond our little ways. So being used to moonshine would have found the closest equivalent of local wine and drunk that probably.
Okay, so you all have the same drink?
Yeah, we'll share it in camaraderie fashion.
Yeah. Harris sort of claps Boyd on the shoulder and leans over and gives you a rub on the knee, a very sort of fraternal rub on the knee, and you can see we've both got smiles, we've both got sort of tears in their eyes a bit. And he's like, to us.
To you.
And they drink. Will you not stay? I don't want you to go. What he did to me, I don't want to do to you. Him to do to you. That was out of character slip.
Trust me, he can't do that to anyone else anymore.
You've killed him then? Oh,
The abbot? Yes.
No. The guy who took my body.
Oh, sorry, I thought it was Boyd talking. To be honest, no. I tried to find him and I tried to bring you back. We killed him once, but in trying to get you back, he just came back again.
I hate that he's out there wearing me.
Do you know where he might be headed?
The last I remember is being sat next to a fire in that frozen down building. And him just... I don't know, he sprung out of himself and I was just pushed out and here.
But before that, he never let you know what his plans were when he was in the old body?
Just as we were heading home. Beyond our temple that I died in, there was another temple, and in there is a way to get home.
And is that not where you are now?
We're not really anywhere, are we?
You're with each other. And that's as close to home as you can get.
For now. So what have you done since? How did we lose you? What even happened here? We were all pulled into the mist and then this.
From that point of view, I can't tell you any more than you already know. I found myself alone without you when I stumbled onwards. I came across some new friends who've helped me along the way. They helped me to try and get you back. But as you know, that didn't work out the way we planned. There's a lot of bad things in the world where we've found ourselves, and those things are still there. And you know it's not me to just leave that be.
we both just sort of, yeah, I fucking know it, sort of like laughing with each other and like just sort of cast a glance. Not like they're trying to hide one, just they're having a bit of a laugh at your expense. It's very, very much old times. You'll not let him keep walking around wearing me, will you? At least bury me.
I'll keep trying to find you, and if it's within my power, then yes, I'll bury you.
Good. I fancy another. And you see that his glass is already full again, as is Boyd's. As is yours.
I stayed for one, but I can't stay any longer. Do you know the way out of this place?
Oh, I mean, we're not going anywhere. If you were staying with us, you'd be heading in there. I just nodded over to the door, but you would know from your time living here that you can just... This is a bit of like a cul-de-sac, sort of like backyards. The rest of the city's yours. Just head off if you're sure you won't stay.
You know I'll be back.
I hope not too quickly.
Me too.
What happened to your hand?
It's one of the few benefits that I've found of wandering around here. It might not look like it right now, but it's quite a useful weapon.
He didn't take it, did he? The one who killed me?
No, this was long before we met him.
Both look. They're both looking very... They're not saying any more, but they're both clearly getting upset at what they know's coming.
And you know the answer to your question, Boyd. What you think we should have. It's an owl, obviously.
An owl? Oh, yeah. I suppose that makes sense. Good for sneaking, being out at night.
Good hunters, good friends, just like you.
Rev give you a smile.
Go on inside now. I'll find you again.
Boyd sort of puts his glass down and steps up onto the deck and just turns and gives you a teary-eyed smile before he steps in. And Harris comes round and just puts a hand on your shoulder and gives your shoulder a squeeze for a moment before he does the same.
I run up behind him and give him a hug.
Awkward for Boyd. Jesus, that was Scarecrow going. Yeah, and he'll turn and give you a full hug.
And then I turn away and don't look back. Walk away.
Oh, the weather's broken. Rubbish. Very unfortunate. Oh no. Oh no, it's not broken. It's
The mega snow!
Actually,
Get inside, quick!
That might be fixed now. Okay, yeah, that's not ideal, but it's better than what we thought was happening.
Are we all supposed to be able to see
Yeah,
Halvor's screen?
we can't see anything.
Oh, okay. Let me just fix that. Thank you for the shout. Is that better?
Yes.
Halvor, you find yourself on a recognisable jetty, battered down on the shore. I mean, Grundarfjordur wasn't particularly next to any coastal shores, but you knew which one was nearest. You don't recall ever coming here as a grown man, and you do not recognise the ship ahead.
What? What is this? Where am I? And I slowly walk across the pier.
And you sort of like clatter of wooden metal on the ship. And you see someone working the rigging. And he turns and looks you up and down and just, "Ha! You got tall, but you're all bones."
I look down at myself.
Come make yourself useful, boy. Help me with this rigging.
Kind of not even thinking about it, but receiving the order, I just kind of do as I'm told and fall into being told what to do.
You definitely have my eyes. Your mother's face.
What's going on? Are you leaving?
You're probably too young to remember this day. This is when I set off. It clearly holds some sort of import to you.
It was the last day I ever saw you.
You haven't grown wide enough yet, I see. He sort of does the palms clapped on either of like your shoulders, sort of sizing you up, and he is quite a bit taller than you. Even with your impressive height, isn't Halvor 6'3"?
Something 6'1" or something. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a good few inches on you. You ever ran one of these?
Gracious, no. I stick to with 2 feet on the ground whenever I can. I'm not sure you can blame me after the amount of accidents there have been off the coast.
I know better than most. It was a berg that took me. I ran straight over it. The ship was gone in less than 5 minutes. No land in sight. At least I slipped asleep before my head went under and my lungs filled.
I'm glad to know that it was peaceful.
It was fucking cold is what it was. You should have been under an axe. Or in bed. Did you take a wife?
Briefly. It did not end well.
You killed her?
Oh, it didn't end quite that badly. She was with another man.
Ah. You killed him though, yes?
I didn't finish the job, but I certainly gave him a beating. After that, I left Grundafjörður and have been wandering ever since.
Wandering? To what end?
I wonder that myself on some days. Finding my fortune, I suppose, finding my place in the world.
And you were a good man.
I try to be. I live by the tenets of Helm, ever still.
Helm is... He is strict. Out of rules.
I like to think of it as structure.
I leaned towards Umberlee and Talos somewhat in my wild youth, but sort of gesturing out, he steps over to the edge of the ship and just waves an arm out to just the bleakness of the snowstorm over the ice-choked sea ahead. He's like, it all means so little when you just end up here.
Here?
In a place of rest. In the realm of the dead. You do know you're dead, yes?
Well, last thing I knew I was falling, so I guess so.
Cliff will do it.
I was trying to help my friends restore order to a cursed land. Well, are they here too?
Who?
My allies, Korra and Botandalus.
I've never heard of them. Look around. Hello! And it's just so empty. There's not even an echo. It's just absorbed by the snow and the wind. Just you and me. I'm setting off again shortly. You could come with me this time. Father and son.
That will be something. I certainly wished I'd gotten to spend more time with you.
Well, now we have all the time we want. This ship can take us anywhere. I've got an extra bed below deck. You say you've been a good man. You've done your good deeds. Why not stay with me? This ship, the ice might be thick, but she can cut through it like anything. You could sail across any oceans, explore any lands, father and son.
I do like seeing new and interesting places, but I haven't. I haven't finished. It was my purpose. I was looking for it, but the thing I found was a destiny of protecting my friends. We received fortunes from an old fortune teller. I know it sounds like magic nonsense, but you should have seen it. It was like she stared into our souls and predicted the future.
But you've died, have you not? Your destiny is fulfilled or failed. Now you have returned to me in this place beyond. There is nothing back down that jetty except the cold and the wilderness. Stay with your father.
I wish I could. If the cold in the wilderness is what awaits me, then I will endure it, but if there's a way back to them, I have to find it.
You could wander here for eternity. My ship will be gone. I will set off. You may never see me again. This is a chance that neither of us could have hoped for.
If it's an eternity ahead of us, perhaps you will come back to Grundafjordur one day.
Good boys do what their father bid them. You are unruly.
I'm sorry, Jökull, but you haven't been my father for a long time and many years. I'm a man now, and I must seek my own destiny.
He sort of nods, his jaw set. And go! Get off my ship! This is a boat for sailors, not destiny seekers. And he doesn't look unkind, he looks a bit ruffled. Go on, we're setting off. I'll be taking you with me if you're not off that gangplank. And he sort of returns to the last bits of sort of rigging out and the sails start to unfurl.
I start to make my way towards the gangplank, and I look back to see him as he's still doing the rigging. I hope to see you again, no matter how many years are between now and then.
Well, when you manage to die properly, perhaps we will. Go on, get out of here! Boy can't even die right.
I step off and start walking back up the jetty and think to myself, dying properly. That could be something.
I thought you were like, oh, I thought I could take him. Okay. Unpopular, but I would like us to call it there and start with Bartandalis next time, because I discovered in the break it has really broken. I'd rather not skip it and not have it be crap. So I would like us to start 30 minutes early and open with Bartandalis next time.
Yeah, you can't not have that, Barty. It was awesome.
I get that I could have fixed it and then just done it, me and him, but then you and the viewers miss out on it. And I think you've both liked. I feel like at least Core and Hal will appreciated that. So we will open with Bartandalus's. Which I'm kind of glad I put his last because I thought he's a talker, so I'll put his last.
I mean, to be fair, the way I'm feeling now after watching those two, if you put into mine who I think you might put into mine, I'm going to be in bits anyway, so I'm happy to not.
Because you're like, Zulika Taranescu? Blinsky, it's really you! So, sorry for the earlier finish there, but that's a technical pain in the arse. We will finish half an hour early, and we will pick up with this next week with what lies beyond. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you very much. That was super cool.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I thought I wanted to do Cora's first, and then because I also thought that Cora's had like the most Curse of Strahd jarring transition. Like that all three of you did exactly what I was hoping for, just like a what? What the fuck? And then the caption came in, just heard Bartandalus be like, cool, good. Did you like yours, Cora?
Yeah, I really liked it.
Good. It was really difficult because I couldn't tell because the floor you were just on is so winding and there were so many combats dotted there. It was really different, and it's been so entertaining you getting lost so far. It was really difficult to kind of work out, are you likely just in the last 20 minutes of a session be into this? Or was it going to be... So it's been if it hadn't broken, it would have been perfect because we would have got through all three of them. But yeah, it'll be a nice RP start to the next session.
Looking forward to it.
Excellent.
I have realised I've now got another task on my hands. I kind of given up on Harris, but now I've got to go and bloody find him again. Oh, God.
Cool.
At least it sounds like we can just beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, he's not coming back. We can just kill him.
Just ion cannon him. Okay, well, I'll end the stream there. Thank you, viewers. Hopefully my change of landing screen music... I bet you my change of landing screen music won't pick up on the copyright, but I bet you this bloody Skyrim music will. Okay, I'm going to end the stream. Thanks, guys. See you all next week.
Ciao.